30 days from now, you could be a completely different person. Not a slightly better version of yourself. I mean genuinely unrecognizable to the people around you. Now look, I know how that sounds. You've probably seen 100 videos promising you the world with some 5-minute morning routine or one weird trick. And honestly, most of them are garbage. I'm not gonna waste your time like that. But here's the thing. What I'm about to share with you isn't a hack. It's not a shortcut. It's a system. And once you understand how it works, you'll kick yourself for not doing it sooner. So stick with me, because somewhere in this video, there's the one piece that's going to hit you like a truck, and you're not going to want to miss it.
The problem. Let me paint you a picture. It's 11 p.m. You're lying in bed. Again, you had plans for the day, big ones. Maybe you were going to work out, or finally start that project, or just eat better. But somehow the day slipped through your fingers, again, and now you're staring at the ceiling wondering where the time went. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. The reason most people never change isn't because they're lazy. It's not because they don't have discipline. It's because they're playing the wrong game entirely. See, most people try to change their outcomes, lose weight, make more money, feel less anxious, without ever touching the thing that actually produces those outcomes. And that thing? It's your daily identity, the tiny, almost invisible story you're telling yourself every single day about who you are. You tell yourself you're not a morning person. You tell yourself you don't have time. You tell yourself you'll start Monday. And your brain? Your brain believes every word of it. The moment you change the story, everything else starts to shift. And that's exactly what this 30-day challenge is designed to do. But here's the twist. It's not about doing more. It's actually about doing less. Let me explain.
The system. The challenge is built on 3 pillars. 3 things, that's it. You pick one thing from each pillar and you do it every single day for 30 days. No skipping, no negotiating with yourself at 9 p.m. Pillar 1, the body signal. Every morning, within the first 20 minutes of waking up, you do something physical. And before you groan, I'm not talking about a 2-hour gym session. I'm talking about 10 push-ups, a 15-minute walk, stretching while the coffee brews. The point isn't the exercise. The point is the signal. Every time you do it, you're telling your body and your brain, I'm someone who moves. That's it. That's the whole thing. It sounds too simple, and that's exactly why it works. Here's a little side note that blew my mind when I first learned it. Researchers found that people who exercise in the morning, even lightly, make significantly better decisions throughout the rest of the day. Not because they burned calories, because they started their day with a win, and wins compound. Pillar 2, the mind dump. Every evening, maybe 10 minutes before bed, you write. And again, don't overthink this. You're not writing a novel. You're not writing for anyone but yourself. You're just dumping whatever's rattling around in your head onto paper. What went well today? What felt heavy? What do you actually want? What's that one thing you keep avoiding thinking about? Most people walk through life with a mental browser that has 47 tabs open. The mind dump is how you close them. It quiets the noise, and in the quiet, that's where clarity lives. After 2 weeks of doing this consistently, people report feeling less reactive, less anxious, and weirdly, more decisive, because they know what's actually going on inside their own heads. Pillar 3, the one hard thing. Every single day, you do one thing you've been avoiding. One. Just one. Not the entire to-do list, not the whole intimidating mountain. Just the first step you keep putting off. Maybe it's sending that email. Maybe it's opening the document and writing 1 paragraph. Maybe it's making the doctor's appointment you've been meaning to make for 6 months. This one is the game changer, because avoidance is a tax. Every single day you don't do the thing, you pay a mental toll, anxiety, guilt, that low-level hum of dread. The one hard thing breaks the cycle, and once you break it once, it gets easier, and then easier again. 3 pillars: body signal, mind dump, one hard thing. You do these every day for 30 days, and I promise, you will not recognize your life at the end of it. But wait, there's one more thing most people completely forget about, and it might be the most important piece of all.
The secret ingredient. The people who actually finish a 30-day challenge, the ones who make it all the way through, almost always have one thing in common. They told someone. Not a whole crowd, not a public announcement, just one person. A friend, a partner, a sibling, even a stranger on the internet. There's something almost magical that happens when you say the words out loud. Hey, I'm trying something for 30 days. Suddenly, it's real. Suddenly, there's a tiny bit of healthy pressure keeping you honest. And here's the thing. You don't have to be perfect. You're going to miss a day, maybe two. Life is going to throw something at you. A sick kid, a bad night, a Monday that hits like a freight train. And that's okay. The rule isn't perfection. The rule is don't miss twice. Miss one day? Fine. Miss two in a row, and you're no longer building a habit. You're starting over. So you don't miss twice. That's the whole rule. Something weird starts to happen around day 12 or 13. You stop feeling like someone doing a challenge, and you start feeling like someone who just does these things. The identity shift kicks in quietly, without a big announcement. And that's when you know it's working. Here's what 30 days actually looks like on the other side. Your mornings feel different, less chaotic, like you're ahead of the day instead of chasing it. Your brain is quieter at night, not because life got easier, but because you've been processing it instead of bottling it. And all those things you were avoiding, most of them weren't even as bad as you built them up to be. They never are. But the biggest change? It's harder to explain. It's this quiet confidence that comes from knowing you kept your word to yourself. 30 days of doing what you said you were going to do. That does something to a person. Something that no motivational quote, no highlight reel, no weekend seminar can ever replicate. Because you didn't just do a challenge. You proved something to yourself. So here's what I want you to do right now. Before this video ends, before life gets loud again, write down those 3 things. Your body signal, your mind dump, your one hard thing. Pick them, lock them in, and then tell one person. That's step 1. 30 days. That's all it takes. And if you're someone who's tried and quit before, good. That means you already know what not to do this time. You've got a head start. If this hit different for you, hit that subscribe button because this channel is all about real, practical shifts that actually move the needle. Not fluff, not hype, just the stuff that works. Drop a comment below. What's your one hard thing going to be? I actually read those. I'd love to know. And hey, see you on day 30.